For all those people that wanted a full Skid Row episode, it's going to be coming out next week. Please do comment below if you're one of the people that wanted the Skid Row episode. This will be a full episode of us walking and showing the different parts of Skid Row and maybe even talking to some people. But it's just going to be an inside full video on what it looks like to be in Skid Row, Los Angeles. Thank you so much. Now let's get into the video. Well guys, it's time to talk about gun laws. Unfortunately, the microphones didn't work for when I did an introduction for Yevgenia. She's a Russian lawyer. And why did we meet with her? Well, she has all of the information that a lot of you guys have been asking. Gun laws, can I have a gun in Russia? Where do I get a gun in Russia? All of these different things. We're going to get into it in this video. I was lucky enough to go to different gun stores in Russia. I also went to a gun expo in Moscow. Now listen to this next clip because this guy throws some crazy facts at me, which I had no rebuttal for. Have you ever used your weapon to go to the range and shoot?
Yeah, of course.
Bro,
I own SKS.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God. You know, people in America, not like from where I'm from in California, we don't have a lot of weapons.
Fun fact for Californian people. I have more gun liberties here than in California. You know what?
Although it is true that he does have more gun rights in Russia than in California, well, California is not a good example for gun laws in the United States. And to be honest, compared to states like Texas, there's absolutely no liberties than in Russia because Texas, you can own whatever you want. It's much easier to acquire a gun. And anyways, let's continue with the rest of the video so you can see the part where I was so shamed from being from California. I don't know.
I don't have to put fins on my pistol grips with my guns. What else do you need?
Oh my God.
10 rounds limit.
Yeah.
What else?
So you actually know about guns?
Yes.
Yeah, so everything he's saying is absolutely true. We have so much gun regulation in America, and the way he said it made me feel so funny because I've never been told by a foreigner, we have more gun rights than you. I gotta go, man. Goodbye. I can't take the burn anymore. Let's move on. Here's some gun expo videos and some store videos before we get into the main attraction, which is sitting down with Yevgenia and learning about gun laws in Russia. This is John Wick status. Random weapons everywhere.
So when you turn 21 and you get your license, you can get these guys and also you can get shotguns like this.
Handguns and shotguns, one-barrel shotguns, you can buy when you're 21. Very cool. There's other options here with other rules. Let's go check those out.
And then after another 2 years, you can get this double barrel shotguns. And after 5 years, you can get those guys, actual rifles.
As she just said, after 2 years, you move up into double barrel shotguns. 5 years merits you being able to buy a rifle. But there's a lot of more information that you're gonna know. So let's go actually to a better setting. We can sit down and get the information. It's time for you to let us know, please, the legality of the situation. What are the basic laws for a Russian to actually purchase a weapon?
So first of all, you need to remember that it all depends on your status here in Russia. If you're a foreigner, there's almost no way you're going to buy a gun. If you're a Russian citizen, and obviously we need to understand that in order to become a Russian citizen, you need to spend here like several years, so it's not going to be an easy process. Then you can buy, you can use a gun, you can carry it, but it is very, very strict, and this is very, very strictly regulated. So if you want to...
First of all, let's break that down a little bit, guys. you know you cannot come and expect to buy a weapon. A lot of you guys have always asked, can I just go and I buy this? No, that is not how it works. She's letting us know that the process actually comes. You have to come, live here, follow the rules, and become a Russian citizen. Now that they have that clear, I hope you guys have it clear. Can you tell us about, like, in America, we need a certain age, we need certain checkups. Tell us a little bit about that, please.
Yeah. So, like, first of all, I want to make a little note. Technically, in the law, if you're a foreigner, you can buy a gun, but with 99.91% of probability, you're not going to get it. Because in order to do that, you need to get like some kind of request or some kind of document from your consulate or from your embassy saying that you actually need it.
Yeah, then that's going to be tough if you're American, by the way.
Yeah, like, I don't really know what kind of situation could it be that they say, yeah, actually we want it, we want him to have it in Russia.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so going back to your question. So if you are a Russian citizen already and you want to get a gun here, first of all, you need to be at least 21 years old.
Oh, interesting, okay.
Just like in America, I guess. Second thing, you need to undergo a medical exam, which is very, very strict. You need to go to a psychiatrist, you need to prove that you're not getting taking any drugs, and obviously you not only declare this, they're going to check it. And you need to go to other doctors as well. By the way, I'd appreciate if you comment below your opinion on Russian gun laws.
Yeah, it's really interesting from a foreigner's perspective, like mine, I also was a little bit impressed, but we want to know what your opinion is. Please let us know down below. You know, that's really fascinating because in America, we say also, oh, you have to have a background check. When I was purchasing a weapon, I didn't have to personally go into the doctor. Do you guys actually have to walk to the doctor?
Yeah, you actually have to go there, and also you can't just go to any doctor. You have to go to a government clinic and do it there.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, for all of those people that think it's easy, these are the rules that Russia is setting. We're going to talk about why they're there, but in my opinion, a lot of the laws that are set in the United States, people just find a way around them somehow. I have no idea. There's some people that are mentally not fit to own weapons, and they get them. And so you told us the different things that you need to actually get a gun, but as there is pros, there's also cons. What are the things that are going to exclude the people of being able to purchase a weapon in Russia? Could you please tell us?
Yeah, like first of all, obviously you need to provide a police clearance certificate. If you don't have it, if you can't provide it, or if it's bad, obviously you can't get it.
Yeah.
Also, if you were caught when you were drunk and you were driving, you can't get a gun.
That would actually exclude a lot of Americans. I actually like that rule.
Well, it shows that you're not responsible, right?
Exactly. You know what? And that kind of brings us into a really good topic. Obviously, I'm not a Russian, so I want to ask you your opinion. What do you think about these laws that you've just told us, the pros, the cons, how to get one, what excludes you from getting one? Do you think that this is a good system?
I think this is very strict, and many of hunters that I know, they say that this is strict.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think it's good. I think that they show that you must be really, really responsible, that this is serious. And if you want to have it, you must show that you are not going to use it in any way that possibly can harm anyone.
Yeah. I see it the same way, you know, like I just feel that in America, we have it way too easy. We obviously have a lot of weapons and it's our right to own a weapon, but a lot of people are not fit to own a weapon.
Yeah.
There's a difference between having the liberty of having it and having the mental capacity and responsibility to owning it. For instance, you said in Russia, if you're committing the crime of driving while you're drunk, that's already, guys. If you're sitting in America and you have a DUI, I personally don't think that you should own a weapon. Why? Because you've already risked someone else's life by driving a car drunk. And in Russia, they will tell you, you know what, that's it. That's enough for you. I applaud Russia for doing that. I think we should do that in America because, again, we're going back to the old thing. Of course, it's your right to own a weapon, but if you're not responsible, you should lose your right. Just like you should lose your right to freedom if you do something in society, they take you to jail. Owning a weapon should be a right that you should protect. The obvious reason why I tell you guys that, you have to be responsible, and if you don't deserve this, if you're not mentally ready, if you're not responsible as a human being, we know the problem that we have. It's a plague in the United States, really. These you know what I'm talking about. People go into places where they shouldn't, where there's little kids, where there's people that are innocent, and they just start causing violence, all right? We're not even going to say the words. You know what we're talking about? I'm aware that they happen at a very high rate in the United States. In Russia, can you tell us when the last time something like this happened?
Well, the last thing that was huge, it happened in 2021 in Kazan, and it was a school shooting.
Yeah, well, what do you feel when this happened? Were you shocked?
Of course I was shocked. For us, it's absolutely not normal. For us, it's something that doesn't happen all the time, that doesn't happen every day. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, see, she's shocked. She says she was shocked. And I'm telling you right now, and it hurts me to say it, but like when every time they tell us, oh, something happened, we're not shocked anymore. I mean, why would we be shocked? It's just an ordinary thing. And it's sad that it's ordinary, but I applaud Russia for having stricter gun laws, like we said. We're going to have to move away from this topic. You've already learned what it takes to own weapons. You've already learned what excludes you from owning weapons. And now we've talked about the differences in culture. In Russia, it's not ordinary for having mental people going into places and causing violence. A lot of people obviously also use weapons for recreational purposes, hunting. Evgenia, can you please tell us a little bit about the people that you know in your life who actually hunt in this in Irkutsk Oblast?
Yeah, I know many people who actually hunt. Like my dad is a hunter, my granddad was a hunter, and probably my great-granddad was a hunter as well. So I'm coming from a family of hunters, and more than that, when I was a little girl, my dad took me for a hunt, yeah.
Wow. How old were you?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Okay. Just know, guys, she was taken at a young age.
I was just watching.
She was just watching. But in America, the kids actually, like American fathers take their kids really early.
Okay.
Like 6, 7, 8 years old.
I think it was kind of like that.
Oh man, I get goosebumps you telling me this, because if I would have stayed in the United States and I had kids, I would have taken them hunting at the same age.
Yeah.
I think it's important to tie your children to the nature, to make them understand, hey, look, this is the original way of bringing food. In Russia, as I understand, you guys actually have different seasons, just like we do in the United States. And I'm guessing that maybe it's broken into oblasts. Like different oblasts have different game, obviously, like different animals. Could you please tell us a little bit about that? Do they have tags? Is there a limit? Stuff like this?
Yeah, obviously. If you want to hunt anything, first of all, you need to get a permit. And you need to get a permit for like a certain animal.
Oh wow, okay.
And more than that, you are not allowed to go to a forest with a rifle if you don't have this permit. And as you said, it's seasonal and it depends on the region, because in different regions they have different animals. And also, for example, if you are in the forest with a rifle and your residence permit says that in this exact time you can't hunt this animal, well, you're in trouble.
Yeah. You have to pay attention to this, guys. I have a lot of friends in America that sometimes hunt out of season, and I'm not tattletelling on you guys. All I'm saying is, in Russia, if you get caught, that's it for you, right? That's it. There's no excuse. And the big difference between Russian hunters and American hunters also is that a lot of guys in America do it for trophy hunting. A lot of foreigners will come to Russia and trophy hunt. Would you say that trophy hunting is like the big thing that the Russians like to do, or is it more just for food?
Well, some people do trophy hunting, but I would say that probably most of the people, at least people I know, they do it for food. Maybe not purely for food because they starve or they need to provide it for their family, but if they kill something, they don't even use this word kill, if they get something from the forest, then they eat it. It's just a question of respect.
Wow, that was really beautiful what you just said. Just even the mentality that they have, they're not going to go kill, they're gathering resource from the forest. And since I came to Russia, it actually feels a lot like that. From mushrooms, I guess everything in the forest is brought back. They're gathering resources. All the information you need is going to be posted in I'm in Russia channel. This is the name and here's the screenshot so you have no mistake. Go follow it, guys. A lot of the stuff that you're asking me that I can't cover can be posted there. Go check it out. I would encourage you to follow Evgenia's Instagram, where she's going to be posting more information for not only Russians but for foreigners, the information that you actually need. A lot of the questions that you've asked me, she actually has the answers and she's going to bring them to you, right? Can you please tell us the kind of topics that you're going to be posting on your Instagram channel?
Yeah, so I have my Instagram channel and I write there in English so you can easily read it. So this is information about Russian laws and also the Russian language, because I'm not only a Russian lawyer but also I'm a Russian teacher. So for example, if you want to come in Russia and you need to know some Russian, for example, for a test, you can also find information there.
Amazing. If you're Russian, please do comment also what your opinions are on your own gun laws. I think it's very important that the Russians and the Westerners or the outside foreigners kind of read each other's comments. You know, this is a forum. This channel offers you the opportunity to read what everybody's thinking. Please do comment below. We know that we can't own guns as foreigners. I mean, you said we could, but the possibility is very small. What about coming as a foreigner and actually going hunting? Is that possible?
Yes, it is possible. Like in 2020, they introduced a new law that you can actually import a gun here. But, well, it's a little bit complicated.
Yeah.
It is a little bit complicated, especially nowadays. Like, let's be honest, with the current political situation, it's going to be a little bit challenging to do it. But in July this year, they signed a new law, and actually you can come to Russia, you can go to an official company that provides these hunting services, and you can rent a gun from them. And more than that, they must take care of all of your documents themselves. The only condition is that in your own country, you must own a permit to have a gun.
So that's basically, guys, what it sounds like what you're saying is you can go hunting if you have the proper paperwork in your country.
Yeah.
Paperwork, paperwork, paperwork. This is what we always tell you in Russia. You need paperwork. Anybody without a paper is a bug, all right? So if you come to Russia with the right paperwork, as far as being able to own a firearm in your country, you can come to these places and they take care of the entire process for you. This is amazing and a great opportunity for all those people that say, oh, can you hunt in Russia? Yes, you can. There's your answer, guys. Come, do not be scared. This country actually follows what they say. If they sign something into law, you can actually follow the rules and make it happen.
Okay, you know, guys, that it all sounds very scary, but by the end of the day, if you follow the rules, you can come here to Russia, you can get citizenship and you can own a gun, or you can come here and you can do hunting. As long as your paperwork is all right, you can come and do this.
It's exciting for me to be able to sit with you because a lot of people have been requesting all this information. Thank you so much for your time. Paperwork, you have to get it. What did you guys think about that? If you have any further questions, if there's anything we didn't answer, you can put the question down below and we'll get back to you. And so you can click this video or that video and we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to comment down below if you wanted the full Skid Row episode. I'm very interested in knowing who is thinking about different things. I want to be able to bring the right videos to you guys. If this is something that's going to interest you, then please let me know in the comment section. Also, I will be going to Malibu, California in a future episode, showing you the good parts of California.